welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marina here, and I am so excited to come back to you guys in another video. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. My name is Marina. I make videos from Saskatoon, Canada, where I share about life issues and my experiences as a Nigerian immigrant in Canada. I share a lot of vital information on this channel, so do well to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification so you know every time I upload a new video. To my returning subscribers, welcome guys. Always such a pleasure to have you here. Before I go into what I'm going to be talking about in today's video, guys, I just want to take a pause, take a moment to say a huge thank you to all of you for the outpouring of love and kindness that you guys showed on my last video when I talked about my first YouTube paycheck. Yo guys, I did not see that coming at all. I was completely overwhelmed by the love, by the kindness, and all the very nice things that you guys had to say. Sunday was a very busy day for me. I literally was out of the house almost immediately after that video went live, so I wasn't really monitoring the video like I would my typical uploads. So you can imagine my pleasant surprise a couple of hours later when I logged into the app and I'm like, oh my god, all those comments, all those views. Like, I've never had that much response on any video on this channel day one. Like, that was such a pleasant surprise, and guys, I couldn't be more grateful for you guys. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate you guys. Okay, so one very common question that I keep getting on this channel that people have been asking me, and I got a lot of it again after Sunday's video: how do you do it, Marina? How do you have the time for a full-time job, running a family, and then uploading 2 videos a week on YouTube? How do you do that? How do you stay motivated? So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I do it, how I'm able to manage all the things that I have to do and still be consistent on YouTube. And later in the video, I'm going to be bringing you guys some channel updates. If you want to learn what that's about, you know what to do. Definitely keep watching. That I had to do when I knew that YouTube had become a reality, was something I knew I was going to do. I sat down and did a lot of planning. In the beginning, before my first video went live, I spent a lot of time doing a lot of research the right filming equipment, the right cameras, the right lighting gear, softwares that I need. So I spent a lot of times those early days just researching and studying and watching videos and learning how to do everything from scratch. Because guys, I don't know if you guys know this, I don't have one tech bone in my entire body. Everything I'm doing on YouTube, I learned from scratch on YouTube. I watch videos to learn how to edit my first set of videos. I watch videos to learn camera settings. So I spent a lot of time learning those things, but I still had to plan. I could not spend all day learning those things. So there were particular times of the day after work when I know that, okay, everything I have to do, my family is fine, we've had dinner, my kids are in bed. Before I go to bed, I dedicated maybe like 2 hours on a daily basis to research those things and learn. It was not very convenient for my husband at the time because there were a lot of things that we would typically have done together that we had to scale back on because I had to devote that time to YouTube. He understood that, we talked about it, there was a lot of planning. And then when YouTube started, I had to allocate particular days to do some things. Like typically when I used to work from the office, Sundays would be my filming day. I would film the videos for the next week on the Sunday and edit during the week so that the Wednesday video is ready by Tuesday night. I would upload and schedule it to go up on Wednesday morning, and then same thing for Saturday. So I had to plan those things. I could not afford to do YouTube every day. I still don't do YouTube every day. Now that I'm working remotely, I'm able to use some of my break time during the week to film. So now I'm a little more flexible with filming. There are particular days where I don't do anything YouTube. I focus on other things, focus on being a human being. Because guys, this YouTube can be so consuming, you don't realize that that's the only thing you're doing with your life. And right now, I do not have the luxury of only doing YouTube with my life. Okay, I have a full-time job that I have to do from particular times of the day, and that has to be 100% concentration. When it's time to be a mom, I have to be a mom 100%. When I have to be a wife, I have to be a wife 100%. So I cannot afford to let all these other areas suffer because of YouTube. So a lot of planning goes into it. I allocate particular days and times to do YouTube so that nothing else suffers. Another thing that I would say has kept me going on this journey is that I have a very solid support system. I have friends, I have families who are just interested in seeing me succeed. Right? The biggest supporter that I have on this journey, I would say, has been my husband. I don't think I've ever told you guys this side of the story, but I came to the point, it was sometime last year around August, I believe. I was still struggling, should I not? And then one day on our way from church, my husband just said, you know what, we're going somewhere. And we drove to straight from church, we drove to a store where they sell like electronics. We got a camera, my first set of lighting equipment. He bought them for me as well to say, babe, you're going to do this and you're going ahead. Like, he could tell it was something I wanted to do. It was just fear that was stopping me, and he bought those things to say, now that you have it, you have to go ahead. So those early days when I had to spend hours and hours just researching on YouTube, he stepped up and covered for me the things that I was supposed to do that suffered those days. He covered them for me. So I would say I have a very solid support system, and that is one major reason why I'm still here, guys, because I don't know how I would have done it if I didn't have the support that I have from friends. I have a lot of friends who are constantly feeding me information, giving me feedback to say, okay, I noticed this about this video, you want to change that. I have people who are constantly looking out for me like that. So when I make a mistake in one video, I get the feedback and I make sure I don't repeat it in the next video. My support system absolutely keeps me going. Like, guys, I don't know how I would have done it, because it's a lot of work, guys. Don't even get it twisted. It is a lot of work. There have been days where I filmed entire videos, and then by the time I play it back, I just hear that there's noise throughout. By the time you cancel the noise, the sound is distorted. There's another time where I filmed an entire video, played it back, and realized that my camera lens was dirty. Sometimes those things can be so frustrating, and the support that I have around me is why I don't even carry the camera and just fling it to the wall. I've been tempted several times where I just get really frustrated. I want to just fling everything and say, you know what, I'm done, can't do this anymore. But the support I have around me are people who constantly push me to say, no matter how frustrating it is, you're going to go back and you record the video again, right? I put in that much work because I have support, guys. I can't even water that down. My support is the major reason why I'm still able to do this. I have friends who are just the message, when I send it out to people and they reply me and say, great job, your consistency is amazing, those things push me. The ginger, it really pushes me. That's how I stay motivated, and that keeps me really motivated is the feedback that I get from you guys. Like when you guys send me those emails, to you it's just an email to say, oh, I found your channel is an answer to my prayer, I've been thinking about this, just watching you now, I'm now sure what I want to do. Guys, one day when I have more courage, I'm actually going to share the story of how this channel truly came about and where I see this going. You know that feeling of, I don't have anything to offer, I'm not relevant? I felt like that for the longest time. So just to see this channel put me in a position where people tell me the information you're giving me is influencing a life decision that I'm making. To you, it's just a message, but for me, it is undoing years of the wrong notions about myself that I've run with. So this channel means more to me than just sitting out here talking about Canada. There's so much more that happens to me when I get those messages. When some of you send me the messages to say, hey, Marina, I need advice on applying to this school and I suggest to you what to do. There are people who have sent me their statements of intent, their resumes to say, can you help me look at this? And I look at it, make tweaks and give recommendations, and you now take those recommendations, go and apply for the program, and you get the admission. And then people come back and say, I followed your advice and I got admitted. Guys, those things are like the fuel that drives me. Just knowing that one person's life is getting easier because of what I'm doing here is enough motivation for me. Just knowing that one person is going to find things easier, one person is going to settle in faster, one person is going to make better choices is enough. That is enough motivation for me, and really that's how I stay motivated. That's how I push myself. The feedback that I get from you guys, just knowing that I've put my hand to this thing, I don't know how to do things half-heartedly, I'm going to have to give this thing 100% because there are people who are looking up to me. That's how I push myself. That's how I stay motivated, with a lot of planning and the support that I have. And then one last thing I've learned how to do is learn how to pace myself. Pace things in a way that I'm not taking on much more than I can handle. When it gets too much, I'll come here and say, guys, sorry, I can't put out a video today. And thankfully, you guys are so understanding, because there have been days where I was tired. There are videos I've come here to film and I was sick while I was filming it. And later on, I look at my like, Marina, you didn't have to do that. Like, you're pushing yourself too hard. I learned how to scale back and pace myself. If I don't feel well, I'm not going to do it. I will have to be 100% to be able to give you guys 100%. Okay, so that's something I'm learning how to pace myself, understand when it's gotten too much, listen to my body. When my body says you're stressing yourself too much, step back. I have learned to listen at that time and step back, because if I break down, there'll still be no video and nobody's going to die. Do you understand? You know, so that's something I'm learning how to do. Speaking of pacing myself, guys, it has become necessary and become imperative for me to make some changes on the channel going forward because of some other things that are happening in my life. Like I would have mentioned on this channel, I'm now fully admitted and ready to go back to school. I am at a stage in my career where the next steps for me will require me to get additional training, and I am about to take that plunge. I am ready to go. My program is going to start in the month of August, and because of that, I am going to have to scale back on the Wednesday videos and only maintain Sunday uploads going forward, at least for my first semester, so that I can get a hang of what school is going to be like for me, and I can make the decision if I can accommodate any more in that duration. But for the next little while, the next couple of months, I'm only going to upload on Sundays. I'm going to have bonus Wednesday videos from time to time depending on how my schedule is. Sundays will now be the guaranteed upload days, guys. It's a bit of a tough decision to come up to because I've gotten very comfortable with seeing you guys on Wednesdays and on Sundays, so it's going to be a bit of an adjustment not posting on Wednesdays. But guys, that's the way that I'm not going to break down. The last time I went to school, I did not have a job. I just did school and my family, and it was a lot of work. This time I have my family. I'm going to be doing school part-time. I have 2 jobs, a full-time job and YouTube, and the program this time is going to be longer. I'm taking more courses. It's going to be more intense. It's more expensive. So guys, when I put all the things together, this is the only thing I can scale back on. So I'm going to be uploading once a week for the next couple of months. So yeah guys, that's the update that I'm bringing to you today. It's something I have to do for now so that nothing suffers. Okay, if I fail, you guys are going to ask me. If I fail, my children are going to ask me questions, and I cannot afford to fail because a lot of things are dependent on this move, so I have to give it as much attention as I possibly can. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm going to maintain only Sunday uploads going forward. Okay, well, thank you very much for your usual support, guys. I'm going to miss coming here on Wednesdays, no doubt, but I'll come here when I get any break. I will definitely be sneaking in bonus videos, so look out for them. Well, thank you very much for your usual support on this channel, guys. I truly appreciate you all. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and your family. I like to see our family grow even more. Until I come your way in my next video, it's your girl Marina saying thank you and have an amazing day. Bye guys.